got the strategy of so many aspects of pro wrestling so well in order that even though his body may be going up against him at every available opportunity, Rick Michaels, even in his present physical state, is a very dangerous man. And Ace Rockwell of Pomp and Circumstance and Al Getz Enterprises is finding out firsthand. My God, what a back body drop.
Rockwell and Pomp and Circumstance, the man Al Getz called the next generation of Wildside. Michaels taking this next generation to school here. The legend in the NWA arena is here in the original Chosen One. Big uppercut on Rockwell. He goes down onto the guardrail. Rick Michaels is taking him to the woodshed tonight, but he's the only man left on his side. There are no more allies on the Tank camp. All of them have been sent to the hospital. All of them have left without their own free will in a heap in this arena, Steve. And Rick Michaels is an injured man. As excited as I get when he comes back out here to wrestle like he did back in the old days, we all know that he's not 100%. We know he's had the spinal surgery. We know it is a very delicate part of his body, and really he shouldn't be out there, but he's helping a friend, and he said he's had very few friends in the sport of professional wrestling. He calls Tank one, he calls Iceberg one, and out here he's going for their revenge tonight.
And he's doing it in a very Tank and Iceberg-like fashion by clawing away at the face of Ace Rockwell. And interestingly, Rick Michaels with an agenda is a very dangerous man. Back injuries be damned.
Michaels giving a beating to Rockwell all around the ring. Hooks the leg, 2 count.
Yeah, Al Getz thought it might have been curtains for his man there. He actually tried to climb in under the bottom rope. And Rick Michaels moving around quite nimbly for a man in his condition. I do believe that every punch and every offensive move,
he's the last man on the hit list for Enterprises, so he's fighting. He's a lone man. He's fighting like that tonight.
And Al Getz positions that chair between that second and top turnbuckle.
And wait a minute! Rockwell sends him back first into the chair. Good grief! That's not the type of damage that Michaels needs to be suffering. Not with his back in the shape that it's in. Full leg grapevine by Rockwell, barely got a 2. Michael's showing his guts here, but the adrenaline is carrying him. What an impact that made on the chair.
And as everybody knows, every Wildside fan and foe knows, Rick Michaels' back is in dire shape. And Ace Rockwell decided to send Rick Michaels in back first into that chair, unbeknownst to the referee, and one of your standard patented Al Getz chokes.
Rockwell systematically attacking the spine, and right there in the lower back is where it occurred, right there in the lower lumbar area.
Rick Michaels in dire straits, and Ace Rockwell is ruthless with the punishment towards the back of the original Chosen One, Rick Michaels. And if Ace Rockwell is indeed successful here this evening in taking out Rick Michaels, Al Getz Enterprises' mission might have been completed tonight.
So it could very well be the case. They said they were going to systematically dismantle Tank and all his allies. They dropped them one by one, but Michaels.
Look, Michaels trying to put the brakes on, being hurled into the top turnbuckle. Boy, Michaels very gingerly moving.
Michaels a wounded duck in here for sure tonight. But he's got leagues and eons of experience over Rockwell. He's been in the ring for well over a decade. Rockwell just entering on his 3rd year of active competition, and his 1st year in the big stage. Michaels has been beat by a long shot in that category, and he's going to have to use that experience against the youth of this young Rockwell. He's taking a beating. He's a whipping boy at times for Al Getz Enterprises, but the kid is out here. There's a double shot by Michaels. What is Shaun Tempers? His partner, Shaun Tempers, a Pomp and Circumstance.
And that's the last thing that Getz Enterprises wanted to see here this night, would be a Rick Michaels victory over one of Al Getz's men.
Pomp and Circumstance now attacking the original Chosen One.
And once again pushing that chair, putting it on that very dangerous area known as the back of Rick Michaels. Oh no! And there's no Rick Michaels partners in crime here this evening.
How does a guy with a spine in that condition, they're gonna cripple him? It is very delicate territory. Not like this.
Now, Rick Michaels might have won the match via disqualification, but I think Getz Enterprises' mission of taking the final cog in the tank machine out may have been successful here this evening.
What a disgrace. Could we have finally seen the destruction of the spine of Rick Michaels at the hands of two snot-nosed, rich, spoiled brat pups?
Make that 3. Let's put Getz into that category. And Rick Michaels has withstood an awful lot of pain over the last couple of years, and I'm afraid it all came back to him tonight in a major way, with all courtesy of Getz Enterprises.
Getz and his children of privilege have destroyed the back, the very fragile back of the legend in NWA Wildside. Good God, get this man to the hospital, get him checked out. He really shouldn't have been in there, but he was the only hope that the Tank and Iceberg camp had. And now, and this is what he gets. This is what he gets for helping a friend.
Well, unfortunately, Rick Michaels is obviously one of the most stubborn men ever walked on anyone aisle in professional wrestling. And try telling Rick Michaels, no, you can't participate in this matchup, even for one of your friends, Tank. You can't do it. No, you can't say that to Rick Michaels. Now, the fact that is that Rick Michaels has withstood here this evening, and Rick Michaels happily is standing on his own 2 feet.